Would you rather live with a soft lie or survive a hard truth? If the lie kept your family together, would you take it? Or would you choose the truth and accept what it breaks? Keep that question in your pocket while we walk. I will tell you a story that starts at a backyard table. It is a warm Saturday with kids and water and ribs. A cheap tablet rests near a plate with sauce on the rim. The screen lights up and a new message opens by itself. Alex sees a heart next to a name that should not be there. He is not a spy, and he did not mean to look. He only wanted a timer for the grill. Now he sees a bill from a hotel and a peach emoji. His eyes do a kind of math that hurts behind the nose. He takes a slow breath and presses the screen off. No one else notices because the yard is loud. You know that slow spin in the chest when the room looks the same? But the air has changed, and you cannot name how. That is where we begin. Let me set the people. Alex is steady and hates scenes. He pays the bills and fixes the sink. Jordan is his spouse with a quick smile and fast charm. She avoids a fight the way a cat avoids a bath. Casey lives next door with a spark in every room. People follow her laugh without trying. Morgan is married to Casey and likes order. He calls control a form of love. Aunt Ruth is the anchor who tells the truth in one line. Back to the yard, the tablet, and the heart. Alex wipes his hands and goes inside with the quiet walk. He sets the tablet on the counter and looks at the sink like a friend. He wants the metal to speak and say he is wrong. The sink says nothing, because sinks do not pick sides. Jordan steps in with a bowl and a calm face.
You okay?
Fine.
He is not fine, and you know that, and I know that. He wants one clean answer, and not 10 hot ones. He takes the tablet and opens the thread. He finds a hotel bill from last week, and a small thank you. He finds a photo of coffee on a table with a bracelet. Casey wears that bracelet almost every day. He closes the screen and puts the tablet down. He hears people laugh outside as if the ground is not moving. In this town, privacy is not a right. It is a rumor that did not load. Alex chooses not to make a scene. He chooses a question instead of a fire. That choice buys him 1 slow hour. It will cost him many more. The sun dips and the kids get cold, and the plates stack up. Neighbors wave and walk home in pairs. Morgan lingers with a look that could pass for concern.
Great party.
Thanks.
You and Jordan make it look easy.
We try.
Morgan smiles like a man who counts chairs. He sees every piece and wonders who moved one. After the door clicks, the house is quiet. Alex sits at the table with his hands flat.
I saw a message.
From who?
From you and Casey.
We were planning a surprise for Morgan.
The line lands with a soft thud. It is a tidy story, and it could be true. He wants it to be true, so he lets it sit. He asks no more, and she adds no more. They wash the dishes like a pair of actors. Morning brings Aunt Ruth with a jar of soup.
If you need to stalk, you already know.
She does not raise her voice. She makes the truth feel like a chair you can sit on. Alex nods and chooses daylight in his head. Daylight means no secret checks and no midnight raids. Daylight means a hard talk with all the names in it. Before he can set that, the town moves first. A photo shows up in the parent chat with a caption about Grace. The shot is blurry, but the shapes look like Jordan and Casey at a bar. The timestamp lines up with the hotel bill. Morgan sends a message with a careful tone.
Please be kind to Alex.
Kindness is the gasoline of suburban fires. Everyone says the same soft words and then picks a side. Alex feels heat rise, but he does not post. He calls Jordan and asks for counseling.
I want a counselor.
Okay?
The word okay is a bandage that sticks for a day. A session is booked and a plan is made. The first session is full of good phrases. They sound like tools, but they can also be toys.
I crossed a boundary in a message and I regret it.
I need trust I can touch and not just hear.
The counselor nods and sets rules. No private chats with exes or neighbors. Phones in a bowl at night. Check in once a day with real words and not emojis. These are good rules. They fail for a simple reason. Rules do not work if the goal is not the same. Jordan wants the heat to go down. Alex wants truth even if the kitchen burns. Casey wants to feel wanted by any light in any room. Morgan wants a house where nothing moves without him. A school fundraiser arrives like weather. The gym smells like sugar and dust and effort. Alex sets up a table for raffle tickets. Jordan and Casey lean near the stage and speak low. A microphone left on picks up a soft line.
I hate being the bad guy.
I hate it too.
The words are not a love note. They are a fog that hides a road. People hear and tilt their heads like birds. For a second, Alex lets out a thin breath. It could be less than his mind painted. He holds that small relief like a coin. An hour later, he receives an audio note. It is from Casey, and it is simple.
I am sorry. We crossed lines. I wanted to stop, but I liked the rush.
She does not say where or how many times. She says the part that matters to the heart. She liked the version of herself in The Secret. That is the part that breaks the chair leg. Alex confronts Jordan that night, at the table again.
Was it only messages?
Mostly messages.
What does mostly mean?
Twice.
The word lands like a small stone in a bowl. The water is not still again. Morgan sends another message to the group with a new caption.
Forgiveness is a journey, and I believe in families.
The post looks like a prayer and reads like a court filing. Comments sprout in minutes and grow like mold. Alex sees his name in a thread he did not start. He closes the app and stares at the blank wall until the phone cools. He thinks of Aunt Ruth and her daylight rule. He calls her and asks for tea.
If you chase a ghost, it grows a tail. Stand in the sun and let the shadows choose their shape.
He hears the line and feels a floor under his feet. He calls Jordan and sets one clear thing.
No more secrets. No more late messages. No more hiding behind other people.
I can do that.
Words are free. Patterns charge interest. A weekend away is booked to try again. They drive out of town and switch off the phones. The silence is not easy, but it is clean. They walk and eat and speak in small lines. For a day, Alex feels almost normal. For a night, he sleeps without the jump. He wakes with a calm chest and a plan. On the way home, the phones buzz again. Morgan has posted a long thread about grace and harm. He names no one and names everyone. The town takes it as a call to arms. The drive ends with a fresh wave of eyes on their porch. Alex sees how the story has left his hands. He cannot fix that part. He can still choose how he acts. School play night arrives with paper crowns and bright lights. Families file into the gym and sit in neat rows. Aunt Ruth sits between Alex and the neighbors like a bridge. Jordan and Casey pass near the aisle with tight mouths. A small glass slips from a hand and hits the floor. The crack is sharp, and a child starts to cry. The room goes quiet, as if someone hit a switch. Adults say they will do anything for their children. They rarely mean telling the truth in front of them. Casey turns to Alex with her face open.
I am sorry, Alex. I liked the attention, and I blurred the line. It was wrong.
Jordan looks at the floor and twists a ring.
I am sorry too.
Morgan watches the room as if it is a board he can reset.
We can move on for the children.
Alex does not give a speech. He looks at the child who is still wiping tears.
We are done with secrets. We are done with blame. From now on, we live in daylight.
That is the moment the story turns. Not with a public fight, and not with a post. With a line that sets a door and locks it soft. The months that follow are not a montage. They are paperwork and schedules and small talk. Alex and Jordan separate, with terms that protect the child. They keep the tone low and the calendar clear. No late checks and no midnight texts about old wounds. Casey and Morgan try a counselor with a hard voice. They speak about power and fear and image.
I was trying to keep what is mine.
I wanted to feel alive when the day felt flat.
They make a plan that sounds like a business deal. It might work or it might not. This is not their story in the end. It is Alex and the daylight he chose. He moves to a smaller place with more windows. The rent is fair and the rooms are plain. He buys 2 plates and 2 cups and leaves space in the cabinet. Aunt Ruth drops a plant on the porch with a note.
You water what you want to keep.
He waters the plant and the habit of honest days. Co-parenting becomes a rhythm with small bumps. They swap weekends and keep holidays clean. When they speak, they talk about the child and the plan. They do not go back to old courtrooms in the kitchen. The town gets bored because there is no more smoke. That is how peace often starts. Quiet is not flashy, so it lasts. Now let us step back to the first question in your pocket. Would you rather live with a soft lie or survive a hard truth? Alex tried the lie for a night, and it bought sleep. The truth cost more, and gave him a life he can stand in. Lies hold families together the way duct tape holds a boat. It works for a while and sinks you farther from shore. Choose daylight when you can. Love that has to hide is not love. It is leverage, and you deserve better than leverage. There is one more thing worth saying about jealousy. It is a mirror and not a map. It shows your face and not their path. If you stare at the mirror, you miss the door behind you. Walk through the door when you can. Keep your hands open for the people who meet you there. Let me bring you back to the people for a few last lines.
I am doing the work even when it is slow.
I am not chasing ghosts in the dark.
I am learning to live without a secret rush.
I am trying to build a house and not a cage.
I am proud of you all for telling the truth.
If you needed to hear one of those lines tonight, take it. Keep it in your pocket with the first question. Now we close the loop and we leave with a clear lesson. Trust is built in small daylight. It grows when you keep a promise you made in the morning. It dies when you hide in the night. Choose the day and let the rest fall away. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this story. If this spoke to you, please tap like and subscribe and leave a comment. If you want to support the channel, please use the QR code on the screen or the link in the description. You will also find links in the description to other series from this channel. We keep many doors open so you can pick the one you need today. Take care of your heart tonight. I will see you in the next story.